Game of Trones is American television series created by David Benioff and Weiss and based on George R. Martin's book series A Song of Ice and Fire. Game of Thrones is filmed in Canada, Croatia, Iceland, Malta, Morocco, Spain, North Irlanda, Scotland and the United States. The first season of the series premiered on April 17, 2011 on HBO in the United States and the eighth final season premiered on April 14, 2019 and the May 19, 2019. The cast consists of Sean Bean, Ned Stark, Peter Dinklage, Tyrion Lannister, Harrigan Kitty, Jon Snow, Emilia Clarke, Daenerys Targaryen, Sophie Turner, Sansa Stark, Maisie Williams, Arya Stark, Ian Glen, Jorah Mormont, Michelle Farley, Catelyn Stark, and others.
Good night. I talk a little about the first 7 season of Game of the Thrones. A summary of each season. And now the one season. Based on the book series The Chronicles of Ice and Fire by author George Martin. The debut season of Game of Thrones introduces viewers to the fictional continent of Westeros, which is divided in 7 kingdoms, led by our own king, Robert Baratheon. With the death of the king's right heir, Jon Arryn, the monarch, decides to invent a close friend, Ned Stark, lord on the Northlands, to occupy the position. Westeros has an imposing, all-blooding chosen of heirs, able to protect the 7 kingdoms from possibly supernatural. There's what most shockers believe are own legends, exactly for night patrol soldiers who are responsible of guarding the city. From the beginning of the series, you can see that King Strange are occupying on the water side of the wall. In action to Ned Stark and his family, the audience is also introduced to other characters very important to the plot. King Robert McTavish, wife Cersei Lannister, who has an affair with his brother Jaime and had a bastard son, Joffrey, and her other brother, the Dream Trio. The death of the king and Ned Stark, the fight for the throne begins to take on unseen, unexpected contours are at the same time. The series also tells the stories of the Targaryen family, his Viserys and Daenerys, who also is to occupy the Iron Throne after the Astors are the deaths by the Stark family, and bastard Jon Snow decision to join the Patron Knights. Now the season 2, which Joffrey accession to the throne. Westeros is said be a series of the revolts and rebellions. In the Northlands, Ned Stark's son, Robb Stark, declares war and tries to garner support to defeat Joffrey, really Wiley winning the Lannister family. Tyrion Lannister becomes the king's right-hand man, which causes a series of friction being the crown. On the other hand, after a shift marriage, the Ents watch the brigands that Khal the leader of a large barbarian army. The nearest Targaryen brings a plan for the conquest of the throne, having as main allies three little dragons, which earned him the nickname Mother of Dragons. Several other secondary plots complete the season's plots, including Arya Stark's journey of revenge, the trajectory beyond Jon Snow Wall, and the apparition of the priest Melisandre. The reeling of the second season of Game of Thrones is the Battle of Bacarar by Baratheon, one of the late King Robert's brothers, Stannis Baratheon and the Lannister family, the latter being the victors. Now the Season 3. Season 3 is marked by increasingly intense throne disputes involving four main figures: Robb Stark, Stannis Baratheon, Joffrey Baratheon, and Balon Greyjoy, as the protection of the Wall becomes increasingly complicated. Daenerys pursues her goal of occupying the throne, which motivates her to free thousands of people enslaved by earning her many followers but also unexpected enemies. It is also during the third season of Game of Trones that one of the most shocking events of the series took place, the so-called Red Wedding, which culminates in the death of Robb Stark's pregnant wife Talisa and his mother Catelyn Stark at the Banks of Remis. Bottom in addition to the mother characters so important to the plot, the events also put the Stark family at the solving advantage in their fights for the throne, as the last of the region are now ruled by Remis, the North Supreme Commander. Parallel to the Stark tragedy, the family's bastard son, Jon Snow, continues to impersonate the knights, which deserts to join the Savages as he had agreed to do at the end of the previous season. During the episode, his journey takes unexpected turns when he needs to choose between staying with Ygritte, who he fell in love with, or returning to Castle Black. No, the season 4. Soon after Margaryon Tyrell, Joffrey Baratheon is poisoned and still deals at the wedding party in a planned orchestrate by the bride's grandmother Olenna Tyrell. Choose who takes the throne is the rogue brother of the late king, Thomas Baratheon, who is also the result of incest between Cersei Lannister and his brother Jaime. A series of fights between the Lannister family cause Tyrion to be sentenced to death, but he escapes before his execution with the help of Jaime. As purged by Jon Snow, the Savage arrive with a huge army and attack the Black Castle. Despite the difficulties, the Night Watch manages to beat them with the help of stands. On the world seed of the continent, Daenerys Targaryen is accompanied by her dragons, but they begin to create various problems, killing people and animals, which causes her to shine 10. Now the season 5. After the end of the fourth season, which the Night Patrol, defending the chiefs with the help of Stannis and his army, Jon Snow becomes Lord Commandant of the patrol, and needs to find a way to join his men with the Savage. To increase the numbers, Chance eventually defending the dangerous White Walkers in the direct dispute for the throne. Cersei Lannister and Margaery Tyrell now vive for influence over the new king, Tommen to defeat Margaery. Cersei alias Hate the Sparrows, a radical group of Westeros. Another important point of the season is the journey of Stannis Baratheon, who was melancholy advances in his adaptation to ascending to the Iron Throne. Meeting Tyrion Lannister and Jorah Mormont trying to find Daenerys Targaryen, who heads to the Water Trent from the Sacred Hold, Happy Sons, who tread in various high ways to undermine the power of the Mother of Dragons. Through the episode's final, Arya Stark begins training at Jaqen H'ghar to become a fastling assassin. Now the season 6. After almost driven and needing to be ravaged by Melisandre, Jon Snow survives, and it is still revealing to the public that inside of Bastard son, Jon is actor Neop of Ned Stark's son, of his sister Lena and Rhaegar Targaryen, the older brother. Daenerys' old man, on the other hand, after the insistent case between Cersei and Jaime Lannister, he is discovered and Cersei in public humiliation. She decides to take revenge on everyone and ends up murdering several enemies, including Margaery. which led Tommen to commit suicide. As a result, Cersei is crowned the new queen of Westeros. No Gotthard in Essos was his army. The Targaryens continued to prepare for his arrival in Westeros with the help of Tyrion and Greyjoy. One of the reasons of the season was the long eye but of the bastards in which Jon Snow, with the help of Sansa Stark, managed to regain control of the Northlands, which were taken by Ramsay Bolton after the Red Wind. Now, the final season 7. In the penultimate season of Game of Thrones, of Game of Thrones, Arya Daenerys finally managed to reach Westeros, occupation Dragon's Stone Castle and start the initial combat against Sister Lannister armies. On a visit to the castle looking for and are that can help combat witch waters, Jon Snow meets Daenerys for the first time. After several separate seasons, the sisters Stark, Arya, and Sansa find the terms in the Northlands and have to overcome political troubles to stay united and able to defend the family in the midst of disputes over the Westeros throne. In addition, Cersei lands conflicts and Jaime while trying to protect his armies from Daenerys and his dragons. His family season Game of Thrones.
The reason fans love the series so much is explained by some iconic moments that Bigfoot servants. The worlds are killed and the children are divided. Went world alone, seeking dead one ways. Risk Watson shows. Fought in beginning Targaryen, a family that has was large and powerful, but they struggles to make each survive. Daenerys emphasizes, no matter how flowery she may be, were two lost children in a world that didn't care about them, and it is great reality of the Game of Trones Dragons, faceless men and white Walkers, George Ho Mats, stories about the myths, the lost and went world in their power, but who soon find a way to survive. In a great act of resistance, ultimately every big fan of Game of Thrones identifies with Jane's lost children in the world, the difficulties of today's world, world that worked resembling the medieval wind fantasy world of the series. And sing such, Kiro Triumph, Toga de Windmouth Pen, and Suvergin, gives hope that he can triumph when Olaf as hero.